raise your hands. Okay, there is Arulnidhi Parthasarathi asked to unmute. Varga Valamudan Parthasarathi, sir.
Varga Valamudan, Arulnidhi Parthasarathi
Yes.
from Melbourne, Australia. It's a wonderful speech, Ayya, Dr. L. Dhanasekharan Ayya.
Thank you.
I have one question. You have touched all the subjects, especially that growing up the children from younger age.
Yes.
And as a pediatrician, it's very hard to understand Swamiji concept that detaching a baby from day one.
Yes.
Swamiji has written a poem that முளைப்பாலை குழந்தைகளுக்கு ஊட்டுகின்ற முறை இனிமேல் படிப்படியாய் மாறி போகும். So based on this poem, like in this modern world, that breast feeding detached, actually breast pump, using the breast pump, storing the milk, or breast milk bank, something like that actually happening.
Yes,
so what Swamiji is trying to say by this statement is totally like breast milk is stopping feeding to the children, or changing the way of lifestyle getting changed in the future.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Hello.
Yes. Is anybody online who wanted to ask questions?
No, I'm asking the question, is this the lifestyle is getting changed, or the completely the breastfeeding will be eliminated in the future?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. According to Swamiji, the food for the baby from day one itself will be different. It is apart from mother's milk. That is what I stand to understand from whatever I have gone through the poems. That is what is surprising me also. So that is what I expressed in my lecture also, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Varga Valamudan.
Varga Valamudan.
Varga Valamudan. Anybody else? Yes, we have Parameshwaran.
So continue that.
Varga Valamudan. Parameshwaran, sir.
I was discussing on this topic with some of other members from our team. So I think that Swamiji is saying that feeding by mothers to the children may stop, but just like what Parthasarathi was telling, that bank mother milk bank, whatever, that keeps coming in various countries, as I understand. So that may come up in the days to come. That's what I think. I just was happy to hear from Dr. Chokalingam that happiness is the basis for the health, which is really thought-provoking, which every one of us should understand. And all the scholars from different fields of fields experts should come together to provoke the topic of world peace, which is very important, particularly the health practitioners and the policy makers, strategists, including government bureaucrats and all. And I congratulate Dr. Rabindranath Ayya. And more people should unite together to explore. The world peace is one important topic which every one of us should think over. In fact, this is to be added into the curriculum of MSc Yoga, whatever the university is teaching. Kayakalpa, these two are very important things to be given to the whole society. Thank you. Welcome.
This question about bringing up the baby, rearing children in Swamiji's concept is very, very important and fundamental. Swamiji goes into the problem in very minute detail. Why there is difference between citizens, between the world citizens. The difference comes even before the body is formed. The difference is in the nature of the dust particles. The dust particles, they have a genetic center and they are taking the imprints, and these imprints classify them, differentiate them from one another. The cells that form the sole of the foot will have different type of life force particles, the Akash particles, to form a particular type of skin to withstand the whole body weight. And the cells of the tongue differently constituted to keep tasting all the time and not doing any other work. So this differentiation is natural, and uniformity may not be there. ஏற்றத்தாழ்வுகள் இயற்கையின் நியதி. So there is difference, and with the differences, the approach to life, the ideas are to be different, and when there are difference of opinions, ideas, the clash comes. So Swamiji wants to avoid that, and so he says that the child should be reared, looked after, even from the day one. Oh, I think it is familiar to all, where the sterile couple get a child donated from their close kith and kin, and that adaptation of the sterile couple takes place from the first day. And this child, when it was brought up in the second family, almost identifies with that family, and the manifestation is totally different from the original parents' family. And this clearly shows it is the bringing up of the children. And now, for world peace, we need world citizens who think for the world peace. And this orientation from individual family to the universal family comes only when they are brought up by the university. The universe takes charge of rearing these children up, and the characters, a child which was brought up in the jungle becomes a Tarzan. So it is the way we are brought up, and we are with differences at the personal level, collectively at the social level, and at the universal level. So how to avoid these things? That is possible only by bringing children together in a common platform. So that is what Maharishi is giving. The breastfeeding practices have changed enormously. One, Dr. T.K. Ganeshan was a colleague of mine. He was a professor of medicine in Coimbatore Medical College. He said he was taking mother's milk up to the age of 10. So now compare that to this day. Those mothers who feed the children for their child, it doesn't last for more than 3 months or less than that. it has become less. And especially when it happens to be a working mother, then it is still more reduced. So the breast milk was the best milk, but the way changing lifestyles make it not possible for the child to be getting it. And what is the negative of the breastfeeding? The child, while taking the milk from the mother, not only takes the calories, but also the emotions, impulses, everything. And this is to be prevented at that time, and only when it is done in the way Swamiji suggests, the change is possible. And look at the confidence and audacity of Swamiji to proclaim a formula for world peace as a single man, without any support. He felt that it is his duty to give the formula for world peace. And the world peace, the importance of world peace is better appreciated after Maharishi than before Maharishi. So it is all that confluence of the factors that produce an ideal world citizen. That is what Swamiji wants. And this requires far more deep insights into the way we bring up the children. And the answer lies there. Swamiji also says a common kitchen for families. So all these things form part of Swamiji's world peace plan. Let us all go into it to appreciate it better. What's up?
Sir. It was the core. He explained about the core. Is Dr. Rabindranath sir. Thank you. Yes, and it's not only that he's telling all this, but we are also trying to materialize all of it by conducting a lot of camps. We are conducting adolescent camps. Because of Corona, it has been halted, but we were conducting adolescent camps, and we have opened colleges, Vethathiri Maharishi College of Yoga, and also we have tie up with a lot of universities, just because to materialize the dream of Swamiji to bring children in it, not the budding sprouts, but the ones who are going to come. We are training the people who are going to rear the next generation. So that is something great, and we are all contributing from our side. That's something phenomenal. Thank you, sir. And for all the services rendered by R&D and WCSE, it's not something the whole world should, thank for it. Okay. On this, anybody has any other questions? Could raise your hand. Yes, Prasad, side phone.
Wonderful session here. Dr. Rabindranath, as I have requested you in person, I realize Vedatrium is on the spiritual aspects of things and how we go about it. But there is some misconception as I see and read a lot of messages in different Sky forums in the WhatsApp groups, where people have been probably misguided or probably under the illusion that, if I am a proper Sky practitioner or a Kayakalpa practitioner, I really don't think I need a vaccine for COVID. Now, as a physician, I had requested this separately, but I'm using this forum for you to comment on that. What is your opinion in terms of taking a vaccine for COVID, especially a person who's been an ardent Kayakalpa yoga practitioner or a Sky yoga practitioner? Since we talked about immunity and a couple of other aspects in the current session, I thought I'll bring it up to you.
Very nice, though it is out of the context. Now we are talking about world peace and consciousness. And
yes, thank you.
You are raising the question of peace within the body. harmony and avoidance of the disease. We all know that the real safety against COVID lies with the individual immunity, and the vaccine is only trying to boost the immunity. When you live according to the sky system, doing the exercises, Kayakalpa, meditation, introspection, and applying it with Brahmanyana and Karma Yoga. What is the nature of the person? He will be immune. It is our observation that people who attend the sky centers regularly and who practice, they don't see a doctor for decades, and they don't take any medicines also, which shows that the immunity is there and it is manifested. And that is the best return you get from the practice of Sky Yoga. And the immunity is more important. And now you just heard that the strains, mutations taking place. And we also see that people who have taken the second dose developing the disease. So vaccine is not the only answer. The ultimate answer will be individual immunity. And that comes with yoga practice. And once when you have it, you have the confidence. But if you don't have it, there is no other way. That the best way available right now is to take the vaccine. So a person who is confident, who is an ardent spiritual practitioner, he has immunity, and he individually, he decides against the vaccine. So it is not a general blanket opinion. It is individualistic. One who has the immunity, who has the confidence, need not. He is already having the immunity. Nothing to boost. Hope this answers you, Doctor.
Rabindranath,
Yes.
I'm really happy. Thank you very much. Nice to meet you all. This nice occasion, Rabindranath, of long time.
Welcome, sir. Welcome.
And one small adding comment to my Prasad's one and what you have been telling. However you may be practicing the sky, however immunity may be, always better to advise to have the vaccine. The reason is, we don't know the treatment for the disease. When you don't know the treatment of the disease, we should not take the least possible point of getting the infection, and then you may get into the risk of his life itself. And luckily, within a short time of 11, 12 months, they got the vaccine for this virus. It's an enormous global effort to get that vaccine. So no vaccine will be 100% proof. No sky is 100% proof. So individuals, as Rabindranath has said, the vaccine will augment your immunity against this particular disease. Even there is going to be any mutations, this vaccine is effective because 99% will save it. And is going to take care of 80 to 90%. My personal advice, Rabin, and you must tell you, all of our colleagues in society is, if a given opportunity, please have the vaccine definitely. Because the chance of risk is 1 in million, 0.0004% is nothing. So better always get immunized. No question of taking any risk at all. Many of my students I lost because of this COVID-1. Now you are all alive and you are talking is a gift of our existence itself, because life is the greatest force of existence and gifted to have it. So my personal feeling is, whatever the field you may be, please have the injection. Don't take any more risk at all. That's what my
This
opinion. But Rabindranath stressed that
thank
point.
you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Immunity also very important. I really appreciate Ravi. And nice to talk to you all. Excellent forum you are all doing. How much he has been, and you are all committed for the society. Thank you very much, Ravi, and excellent discussion.
Thank you for your opinion. And this is a much broader, deep subject, and where the opinions differ so much. And we will take it up separately when time permits. God wills. Okay.
Is there anybody who can raise a question? Everybody. Anybody who has a question? Okay. So yes, sir. Thank you all. And this is the time for. I guess there is no one who wants to answer the ask questions, and we can straight away move to word of thanks. And I request Dr. Rabindranath sir, who is one of the pillars of R&D department, to give the word of thanks.
Thank you, Arjun. Today's event has gone very, very appreciably well, and I'm happy to have the association of the Calcutta unit, Kolkata unit, in organizing today's meeting. Professor Srimati has agreed, and she has cooperated well, and Dr. Mabali Rajan, for their sake, has moved from Delhi to Calcutta, and he has given the valuable informations about the situation, how peace can prevail in the body. Maharishi insists on individual peace for world peace, and his approach based on rearing the children is also preparing world citizens for the culmination of world peace. So I appreciate and thank Dr. Mabali Rajan and the subject which he has raised today. We have heard so many thousands of meetings, meetings on world peace. But today's approach to world peace by Dr. Dhanasekar is he has used Swamiji's words, and he has conveyed Swamiji's ideas in toto, right from the original as it is. And I see a different Dr. Dhanasekar dealing with world peace today, as against his familiar field of health and biology. You have really brought forth and stressed. In fact, I got some fresh ideas from your lecture, going to the fundamentals of why there is no peace in the world. Swamiji has seen it in detail, and though Dr. Dhanasekar had prepared many slides, for want of time and precision and clarity, he has not brought in all the slides which he has prepared. And if you people go into the mind of Maharishi, why he has taken this topic of world peace as the prime subject for the World Community Service Center. And his proposals, how to achieve it, are all to be studied for greater depths and to be understood and the consciousness, universal consciousness will take us to world peace through Maharishi's way. I feel so. And I thank the eminent people, particularly Dr. Chokkalingam, for his participation and useful ideas supplemented in this thing. And I thank the questioners, the participants, and each and everyone who has supported these weekly meetings on consciousness. I thank the MC, Arjun, who has done it exemplary way. And I thank the usual routine backbones of this function, the R&D team, the Hosur team, Dr. Shanmugavelu, Dr. Rangasamy, and the Dr. Janaki Raman, and Balachandran, Rajashekar, and all those people who have contributed for the smooth running of this function. I thank one and all. Last but not least, for Maharishi and Almighty, guiding me to take this in the way it is being conducted. Thank you, Maharishi and Divinity. வாழ்க வளமுடன்.
வாழ்க வளமுடன், sir. And
வாழ்க வளமுடன் ஐயா.
And on behalf of our cosmic philosophers, we thank Rabindranath sir for giving the vote of thanks itself. வாழ்க வளமுடன், sir. Thank you all. So this is MC Arjun from the team of Consciousness 360 Degrees signing off. And let us conclude the session with உலக நல வாழ்த்து. வாழ்க வளமுடன். உலகமெல்லாம் பருவமழை ஒத்தபடி பெய்யட்டும், உழவரெல்லாம் தானியத்தை உவப்புடனே பெருக்கட்டும், பல தொழில்கள் புரிகின்ற.
Arjun, allow the music.
Okay.
உலகமெல்லாம் பருவமழை ஒத்தபடி பெய்யட்டும், உழவரெல்லாம் தானியத்தை உவப்புடனே பெருக்கட்டும்.
உலகமெல்லாம் பருவமழை ஒத்தபடி பெய்யட்டும், உழவரெல்லாம் தானியத்தை உவப்புடனே பெருக்கட்டும், பல தொழில்கள் புரிகின்ற பாட்டாளி உயரட்டும், பகுத்துணர்வில் தொகுத்துணர்வு பண்பாட்டை உயர்த்தட்டும். உலகமெல்லாம் பருவமழை ஒத்தபடி பெய்யட்டும். கலகங்கள் போட்டி பகை கடந்து ஆட்சி நடக்கட்டும், கல்லாமை கடன் வறுமை
களங்கங்கள் மறையட்டும்.
கலகங்கள் போட்டி பகை கடந்தாட்சி நடக்கட்டும். கல்லாமை கடன் வறுமை களங்கங்கள் மறையட்டும்.
நலவாழ்வை அளிக்கும் மெய்ஞான ஒளி வீசட்டும்.
நலவாழ்வை அளிக்கும் மெய்ஞான ஒளி வீசட்டும்.
நம் கடமை அறவாழ்வின் நாட்டத்தே சிறக்கட்டும்.
நம் கடமை அறவாழ்வின் நாட்டத்தே சிறக்கட்டும்.
நம் கடமை அறவாழ்வின் நாட்டத்தே சிறக்கட்டும். நம் கடமை அறவாழ்வின் நாட்டத்தே சிறக்கட்டும். வாழ்க வையகம் வாழ்க வளமுடன் வாழ்க வையகம் வாழ்க வளமுடன் வாழ்க வையகம் வாழ்க வளமுடன் வாழ்க வையகம் வாழ்க வளமுடன்.
வாழ்க வளமுடன். Thank you to all the cosmic philosophers. We'll meet and stay tuned for the next Saturday for Consciousness 360 Degree Confluence of Vedatri Maharishi's prominent disciples. Valga Valamudan.